Here is one of my very favorite recipes, my mama's beef and vegetable soup. I have had this all my life, and I've made it all my married life, and we love it. I think you will too. It makes a big pot, so you can have some, put some in the freezer, give some to a friend, but I'm just telling you, you're going to love it. So there are two ways you can start this, and I chose this way this morning because my fridge finally was delivered after a month without a fridge. So anyway, you can either brown your meat, or you can just put it in the pot, cover it with water, and then it's going to, I'm trying to show y'all, it's going to kind of, the fat kind of cooks off. And so you want to skim that off. So I've had it cooking here for just a little bit, and I'm going to skim it off and put it in a bowl just to throw it away. And then, actually this didn't have too much. This is organic meat that my friend, they butcher cattle or they buy cattle for the meat, and they have it packaged. And so it's just about the best you can get. And I'm so happy that they shared. So I'm going to finish doing that, and then I'll show you all of the aromatics and veggies and everything that we're going to put in it to make it so yummy. Okay, y'all, so I told you the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you all the delicious ingredients that we put into our soup along with our beef stew meat. And also I was going to show you how I cut the squash and the zucchini to put in. What you want is for every bite to be able to, for someone to be able to pick up with their spoon. And so I cut it in half. I've got so many ingredients, y'all, but that's why we like it. So, and then I cut it again into fourths. There. And then I slice it. So it's super easy, honestly, super easy. And then I'll show you too how much of this beef fat that we got out of. It's about 1.5 pounds of stew meat. So I did let it cook for a little bit longer, and then it made this. And so I skimmed that off the top, and then we will move. I'm just going to move the pan over here. It'll be easier. Okay, y'all. Sorry. I've got to bend down and pick up my fish towels. Try not to have to do that, but I did. Okay. Now here it is, our stew meat in water. Remember, we put enough water to cover it. About 6 cups, 8 cups, just how big your pot is really is the way you judge it. And then we're going to put all of our ingredients. First, we'll put the liquid ingredients. And this was my mama's little trick. 1 can of tomato soup. And the reason she put it is because you just put it directly from the pan. It's because it makes it thicken very nicely. If you don't want to use tomato soup, you can use tomato sauce. Not a problem. And then we have 28 ounces of diced tomatoes. Now we like ours very tomatoey because we love tomatoes. So if you don't, just put a little bit more beef broth in. So here's our other can of diced tomatoes. I like the petite diced tomatoes. And then a 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. So whenever you're adding this, be careful because it's super hot. If it comes up on you, it's going to burn. Okay. Then we're going to add all of our veggies. So it's a can of corn, about a cup, a little more than a cup. Green beans. Now, this is something that you may have never seen added to vegetable soup, but I'm just telling y'all, it adds this level of flavor that is just amazing. Cabbage. So you need some shredded cabbage. And what will happen is it will absolutely cook away. You won't even know that it's in there because whenever the soup is cooking down, it just cooks away, but it adds all kind of flavor. Some chopped onions. I should have my wooden spoon, shouldn't I? So you don't have to listen to that clang, clang, clang. Some carrots. And now here are our other veggies. So it's 1 zucchini chopped, 1 yellow squash chopped, and then some celery. And you know, I love to include the celery leaves because, oh, runaway zucchini. Because they just have so much flavor, and people should not throw them away because they are absolutely delicious. So then I'm going to add, look at this, y'all. You can see it. I don't even have to tilt the bowl or the pot. This is a great soup pot. I've used it for a long time because it's just so big. And you can make as much as you want to. So I'm going to add a little beef stock. Now, if you don't have beef stock, you can add some beef bouillon cubes or chicken stock. If I don't have beef broth, I never worry about adding chicken stock. But I will say that the beef broth does add a level of flavor that is super yummy. About 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. We love it. And then salt and pepper. Now, you know, we love hot stuff. So I'm going to add just a little bit of hot sauce to give it a kick. And it'll cook down and it'll make it super yummy. Okay, and then our potatoes. Now, I just get these little baby red potatoes, and once again, it's about the same size. Now, you can add salt and pepper now, or you can wait until it's cooked and then taste it and add it as you like. But anyway, this is one yummy pot of soup. So I'm going to cook it down until everything is really tender and the soup is just a little bit thick. Not much, but just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to add just a little bit more beef broth so that we'll have plenty of liquid. I actually like a lot of liquid to go along with whatever bread we're going to have. So I'm going to cook it down. It'll probably cook down for 2 hours, maybe a little bit more. Now, see, this was 1 box of beef broth, and that made a perfect amount because I can bring it to a good simmer to get it going, cut it down just a little bit, and it'll be so yummy. So thank y'all for following me so much. We actually have gone international because people are sharing our videos. So if you don't mind sharing it, I sure appreciate it. Let me know where you're watching from. Subscribe on YouTube, like and follow on Facebook. Leave a comment if you like. I'd love to talk to you. And anyway, I really appreciate it. So we're going to cook our soup, and I'll show you what it looks like after it's cooked and served up. Okay, y'all, here's our delicious vegetable soup. It's my mama's recipe. It's got beef in it. I call it vegetable beef soup because it has so many veggies. My kitchen smells divine because it's been cooking away, and it is just so delicious. Hearty and just perfect for these days whenever it's just a little bit cool. So I hope y'all enjoy it as much as we do. Let's give it a taste. Brings me back home. We serve it with cornbread with a little butter on it, and it's just delicious. This is what's cooking in Miss Dana's kitchen. Bon appetit, y'all.